and the director of the Portland Comedy Film Festival, and also the Austin Comedy Film Festival. Two events which we have the fall edition of coming up here at the end of the year. Austin will be in October, and Austin will be in November, and Portland will be November the 13th. So Austin is November the 8th. All right, I got the dates right. The 8th and the 13th, the Portland Comedy Film Festival and the Austin Comedy Film Festival. We're excited because it's all flavors of comedy. Two different venues, very far apart, two different groups of judges, but you still get funny music videos, mockumentary films, TV pilots, comedy films, microfilms, which are 6 minutes or less, horror comedy, all kinds of stuff. The intent and purpose of both the Portland Comedy Film Festival and the Austin Comedy Film Festival is to make the audience laugh. And laughing is what they did watching Ravi Kiran's film. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Michael.
Oh, man, good to see you. Thanks for being on. I don't want to give away the synopsis of your film, Xploit. Definitely have the judges cracking up, but I'll let you tell us about it in your own words.
Sure. So my film, Xploit, I guess my synopsis would be that it's a parody of tech companies, basically, and all of their awfulness. So the premise is that this company, DystopiYEAH, is presenting their latest product at a keynote presentation.
It's got a very Silicon Valley vibe. That's what I got from a lot of people. I don't know if you watch that comedy program on HBO or not, but I got a lot of people who are like, you know what, this reminds me of Silicon Valley, and just how I don't know, you must have some influence and interest, experience in this area, because it just really came across just so well. So what is it that inspired you to create this film?
Well, I guess the past couple of years, especially during the pandemic, had a lot of time to just kind of read up on the news and read up on capitalism and a lot of the problems that come from it. And I think there's like a mythology that Silicon Valley people have built around themselves, as they're like, we're innovators, we're disrupting things and shaking things up, but really, it's just the current form of like robber barons, basically. They're just as exploitative as any of the worst companies from the past. So this is just something that I came up with. Just kind of came up with. My original idea was something like, it evolved very, to something very different from what I originally had. But it was originally, I think, going to be like a presentation in a boardroom or something, and then I just decided to make it like a commercial, and also make it look like an Apple keynote presentation. So yeah.
Yeah, good job with this, man. It's almost like, I know it's a micro comedy film. It's almost like a mockumentary a little bit. Maybe that should have been the category for it. It's like it's got that certain vibe where you're like, is this real? And then you're like, oh my goodness. So yeah, watching it, definitely some good laughs. Did you learn anything from this, like making this technically? Did you run into any issues, or anything you take on to the next film?
Yeah, I mean, everything you make is, you always learn something, I guess. Sure. This was something that I feel like generally when I write stuff, I write things like, when I'm writing it, I have fun writing it. Then once it comes time to like make it, then I'm like, oh, what did I get myself into? Because I make it very like ambitious. But I guess one thing that I don't know if I necessarily learned it on this one, but it's just that like you can set a goal, and you can find a way to pull it off. So like the hardest part of this was finding a stage with that big screen in the background to put graphics on to make it look really impressive. And that one that was probably the most expensive part of the whole shoot. But like I just shot everything kind of in pieces, and if you take it one step at a time, you'll eventually get it done. I think that's a good takeaway.
Yeah, I like that. That's optimistic. And it looks like you got your idea across, a little microfilm. What do you have going on in the future? Another type of thing like this, or what else are you working on?
I do have a couple of sketches that I have in mind to write and to shoot. Hopefully soon. I'm also going to be shooting something for a friend of mine who's directing it. So that'll probably be just like a very quick 1 day shoot. We actually did some camera tests yesterday. So yeah, just hopefully doing more of these sketches and putting them out there, and maybe working on developing a feature idea too as well.
All right, good stuff. Well, hey, I appreciate your time today. Is there anything you want to add before we go?
Um, I guess one thing is just thanks for watching these films, and thank you to the judges in Austin and Portland for selecting my film, and thanks to you, Michael, for putting all this stuff together. I really appreciate all the work you're doing for indie creators like me.
No worries, it's my pleasure. And I always tell people we don't have any of our own films in the festival. We're fans of your work, and you make us look good with some great funny moments like this. So I appreciate you making fun, creative things. Please keep us in mind in the future. And I appreciate the kind words. Take it easy.
Thanks, you too.
All right.